Hi guys, it's Wednesday the 6th of February. I'm Olivia and welcome to MoBuzz TV. Amongst all the micro-who hype, it's easy to forget all the other companies that will be affected by any kind of alliance between the software and the internet giants. But the announcement that Yahoo owns Zimbra is releasing its Zimbra Collaboration Suite 5.0 raises all manner of questions. Yahoo bought the open source Office suite last year for $350 million, and despite its relatively low profile, it seems pretty popular with users. It's seen a 35% customer growth in the last quarter alone. Among the featured upgrades are mobile compatibility, web-based instant messaging support, and improved document and file portability. But the interesting thing here is not the finer details, but the more general impact. We mentioned on Monday how Robert Scoble thought that one of the driving reasons behind Microsoft's bid for Yahoo was their fear that Google Docs would swamp Microsoft Office. Zimbra was founded on the notion that there should be a better web-based cross-platform alternative to Microsoft Office. So perhaps Zimbra is the key for Microsoft. If Yahoo accept the bid, then it's impossible to know whether they would keep Zimbra as a separate product or integrate it into Office in some way. Let's just keep our eyes and ears peeled, shall we? And speaking of Scoble, his latest blog post regarding the goings-on between Microsoft, Yahoo and Google takes a slightly different angle to most. He argues that Google's statement condemning the hostile bid is not to be taken seriously, and in fact the world's biggest search engine really aren't worried at all. Scoble reckons that not only will micro-who be unable to challenge Google's supremacy, but Google will gain a lot of ground by helping to slow down the deal. Check out his blog for a more detailed explanation, but it's definitely a fresh take on things. Calling all application developers. As of yesterday, you can now start biting and stabbing and throwing inanimate objects at all your Myspace buddies. The social network has finally joined the rest of the crew and opened up its platform to developers who want to build applications and hopefully make a bob or two in the process. Developers will have a month to build their apps before they're made available to users. Money-wise, developers will get to keep all the money generated on their Myspace application pages, and they in turn will extend their own ad targeting tools and probably take a cut of the action. The guys over at Webware have uncovered a search engine with a difference. It's called Songerize, and it's simple. You type in a song name and the artist, and within seconds it'll start playing. It's that easy. I tried it out with a number of popular and slightly less well-known tunes, and they all came up immediately. It's powered by a service called SeekPod that, although does the same thing, is more complicated in its design, giving you a list of options and letting you know the source of the song. These two services, along with Songza, are a must for any music fans who spend the majority of their time chained to a computer. Someone like me then. It's common knowledge that unofficial Microsoft Office piracy is practiced by pretty much everyone. You know how it is, your mate has the latest copy of Windows, you really can't be bothered to buy it yourself, so you borrow it for a little while, and it somehow magically ends up on your computer. Which is why I'm slightly confused by this next story. Apparently, the sentencing of a Taiwanese man and his gang to 4 years in prison has put an end to a counterfeiting operation that Microsoft claimed was responsible for 90% of faked Microsoft software. The owner of Maximus Technology was sentenced for selling pirated software to over 600 cities in 22 countries, which I find incredible. I mean, who would actually pay for pirated Microsoft software when you can just nick it off your best mate? I never said that, by the way. To finish the show, I'm going to take a look at some MoBuzz competition. First up is the news that the writer's strike has inspired some Hollywood heavyweights to do their own thing and start distributing via the web. Although there are whispers that the strike will soon be ending, new online TV ventures are popping up all over the place. The Register point at virtual artists, which calls itself a mix between A-list writers from Hollywood and A-list writers from open source software. A collaboration of really big names that wouldn't have come about if it hadn't been for the strike. And then there's just the plain wacky. Although online TV gives artists a much freer rein to do what they like, ex-model Isabella Rosselini's latest project is definitely different. Green Porno is a series of short films about the sex life of bugs. But what makes it really interesting is that Miss Rossellini dresses up as the insects and demonstrates with another debugged partner how they procreate. Told you it was different. Okay guys, that's everything for today. Take care and maybe I'll see you tomorrow.